Hey everyone, FlyingDutchy here and welcome back to another episode in our tutorial for complete beginners. We are reaching the point where we are done with everything. We have set up our Space Marines, we have our normal attacking template, our garrisons, we have our military police. No, not completely ready, they're very small. So at some point you want to spend your army experience point on more cavalry and fill this all up, but that is a waste of points right now. We have our tanks. We need to add the medium tanks at some point that we are just starting to produce. And it's time to do a little bit more on the organization of our armies, because they have no commanders and they have no field marshals, so let's set this up. Now, because we did the focuses we did, we can make use of 2 field marshals. So let's select all our defensive armies that are the shield ones with the defensive helmet template. So this one, this one, this one, and this one. Oh, shift click, sorry. Shift click them. We click on this one. We create a new army group. What is happening is that we have these 3 are unselected and these 4 are in a army group. So it's a bit confusing. But when you click the German theater, you can see that this is a field marshal, and the field marshal is having these 4 armies under his control. These 3 are separate. It's almost hard to see, but that is what is happening. And we are going to make another army group with our attacking units. So we have 25 attacking units over here. And shift click on the tanks. And our 1 motorized that we are using. And then we click another type on the new army group. What you can do is put the garrisons also in the defensive group. So this one is not selected, so select the one that is still not in the army group. And then right click to the defensive ones here. So 4 defensive armies and the garrisons are in my defensive army group. And my 25 attacking units and my panzers and the 1 motorized is in the attacking army group. Now, we're going to assign a field marshal. We have 3 field marshals to look for. If you don't have enough, you can always promote one, but then the generals lose their skills and stuff, I think. So I'm just going to make use of the ones I have. We have Gerd von Rundstedt. He's having a 5 skill attack and 3 defense. Okay. We have Gunther. Also 5 attack and 3 defense. He's having a little bit more supply, but he is having lower planning speed and planning. So Gerd is just a little bit better for attacking right now. We also have Werner. We have a 2-3, so he is even less good. So most likely we're going to use these 2. Let's take a look at their traits. Rundstedt is having an old guard. He is not getting experience that quickly, and he has a little bit more entrenchment. These stats are already in the stats listed. The 5 and the 3 is... These points are already in here, so we don't have to look at this. And we have cautious. He is not getting that much planning speed and he can get wounded quickly. And here we have also a cautious one. So Gerd is maybe a little bit better at defending, because he is having the extra entrenchment. Now we can also take a look at the plus sign here, and then you can get all kinds of traits to your field marshal. Let's see if we have the same options. So we can click on these 5 things here. And what about you? Also. So let's make Gerd actually the defensive one, because it has a little bit more entrenchment. So we're going to click on the options here, and we're going to click on the defensive options over here. Offensive, defensive doctrine, even more entrenchment. That's good for defensive units, so yes. Organization, charismatic. They are both okay. Let's get both of these. There we go. This is now our defensive field marshal. Now the offensive field marshal is here. Click here, and that will become Gunther. So let's make Gunther get all the attacking bonuses. So he can get more breakthrough. That's nice for our tank. So let's get the aggressive assaulter. We will get the offensive doctrine. +1 attack. And we're gonna give organization. And that's it. Cannot do more. And you become our attacking field marshal with 6 attack now. Then it is time to assign the commanders. Now, all these 5 are defensive troops. They're not going to attack, they are going to defend. So let's look for commanders that have high defense stats and that are maybe good for infantry. So a lot of these commanders, you have a lot of them, as you can see. They all have their own stats. Some have infantry officer. They get more experience if they are having the infantry under their control. So that is a really good one for us, because we have a lot of infantry as defense. So, and he has a little bit more entrenchment as well. Okay, so that can be a good one. It has the highest defensive stat of our general. So let's get Gotthard at least in one of our defensive troops here. These ones as well, all defensive. Do we have any good defense generals with infantry stats? These are panzers. So what are you? Kesseling is not that great. We have Karl Eggeseer. He is good at commanding mountaineers. What do we have here? We have an infantry officer, infantry division defense, and extra attack. How many good attacking generals do I have for infantry? Yeah, we have enough. So this one is really good. 13% more defense. So let's get this one to the defense armies over here. Now, next one. So we look for the highest defense stats and then maybe infantry stuff. What is all of this? You are good for paratroopers because of the non-combat out of supply penalties. Werner, Wilhelm, List. They're all 3, so it doesn't matter which one you pick, they're all 3. So let's pick a 3 with the infantry officer bonus. You also have more entrenchment, but you are a panzer leader. That's weird. Let's pick this one. And for another defender, we still have. Oh, you are a good attacker. So most likely Erwin will become an attacker of our infantry. Let's get the entrenchment and the panzer officer for our defenders, because he will just not make use of his panzer bonus. And now our garrisons, who are doing the naval invasion protection. Which one is good here? Oh yeah, you are good already at, because we went in Spain and he got trained, so he get the panzer expert. Let's get Johannes Blaskovic, just infantry. There we go. And now for our attacker, so for the tanks, we want to have a high attacking general with panzer stats. So what do you have? You don't. We have Erwin Rommel. Panzer leader. Reconnaissance. What can you get for bonuses? Just guerrilla fighter. It's not that great. But if we train Erwin Rommel, we are using Erwin Rommel as our advisor. If he levels up to level 6, then the bonuses he gives will be better. That is why these symbols are over here. So maybe we should pick Erwin Rommel. Yeah, it's important that we get Erwin Rommel upgraded, so we get extra bonuses for the military high command that he is doing. So let's pick him. Let's give it the guerrilla fighter, because why not? He's gonna lead the tanks. Now, I'm gonna split this in half, because we have 25 troops, and you can only have 24. You can see that over here, 21 or 24, 20. the garrisons can be 72. When you do a area of defense option, you can have 72 of these. So we can have 72 garrisons under this man's command before we get penalties. But normal troops 24. So I'm gonna split this in half. Make a new army. As this one. I make a star symbol. And I have to add it to the right click here to the attacking field marshal. And I have to give them a thing that I need to go. Let's go here. And let's give them an offensive line as well. There we go. So we need 2 more attacking generals for the infantry. These are all armor. I mean, Heinz Guderian is so good as well, man. Oh yeah. We have so many good panzer leaders. We need more panzers, that's what we need. I mean, this one is really good. He's having a 6 attack skill. And I think we are using this one for division attack, right? No. Where's Frans Boma? Chief of Army. He should be over here then. I guess he's not in the list. Frans Halder is here. Oh, we should make changes here as well, by the way. So we picked Wilhelm Caito because we had no access to the other ones, but now we do. So let's make some changes here. We can now change these ones. So Frans Halder would be the best because we get 10% more attack stats. And we still get the 0.3 army experience. But let's get Frans Halder. Is Frans Halder in this list? No, we only have Frans Boma. I don't know. I don't know how that works then. Maybe they need to level up before we can do all these things. That is what I think. So we are looking for attack stats and infantry. We have von Witzleben over here with the infantry leader stuff. Let's get at least you. And what about you guys? So we only have a couple left. We have almost half assigned. These are horrible. These are horrible. I don't think we have another infantry left. No. So let's just pick Frans Boma, I guess. 6 attack is amazing. There. So now all our armies are assigned, guys. Now we can select a field marshal and then we see all the armies they control. The garrisons and the defensive troops. And now we can also select the field marshal and shift click on the train button. Which is an easy way of training with one click. Now, we have researched the passive defense. I will get all 4 levels. And we have another operative. Now, this one is having 2 extra traits. So let's just pick Hans over here. And let's start spying somewhere else. Let's spy on Great Britain. And let's keep playing. Let me check my... Yeah, we have the right one here for the capital ship bonuses. And Hermann Göring was the best one here, I think. Yeah, we have to get to reorganize the Luftwaffe before we can take this one. This one is really good as well. Okay. Good. All going well, guys. The armies are assigned and they are ready. Do we have enough defensive troops over here? Why are there 5 troops over here and 3 over there? I don't know. Now, you can see that I have the forts now built. You can see those fortifications, and you can see it over here. We have 2 out of 5 land forts. So hopefully this can hold back the French. You can see that the French have a lot of troops on the border. But the French troops are only infantry. Oh, this one is having actually some artillery. Okay, so they are going maybe fight us here. But that is fine. So I will go and make these 4 armies to 24. I will try to make 2 or 3 attacking armies to 24. And then change them over to the Space Marine template. That is what is going to happen. Now, we are still building all the naval dockyards and the civilian factories. Let's actually get more of those. How are we doing on our navy? 1940 they will be done, and these heavy ships and the carriers are not getting built. I guess they are repairing, yeah. So, because we are training our boats the whole time, they keep training. So maybe we should stop the training here with our boats. We have a nice amount of naval experience gained by it. So we can spend those points before we go to war on our doctrine. We have another boat in the reserves. It is a spotter. Spotter goes here, shift click train. Are you done with training? No, you're repairing. All looking good, guys. How are we doing on supplies? Artillery is coming along. 67 days we have all the artillery. 181 days for our infantry equipment. Support equipment is 52 days. Armored support vehicles 600 days. Okay, so we still need a lot more armored support vehicles. Let's go to 5 factories here. And I think the rest I keep how it is. Yeah. Carrier planes are coming in. We have 88 carrier planes now ready. We have research defense. We are going to get defense 3. And we have a point for MIO for our battleships, I think. Yeah, I think we're going to use this one for the battleships. Heavy attack and production cost goes down. We can do this because we have completed Plan Z. Hey. Yes. Perfect. The perfect thing, guys. Can we change 2 more to the Space Marine templates? I will do it now, but it will take 20 more self-propelled anti-air before they are done. So, I will have to make 20 and then they will be fully reinforced. You are getting attritioned. Why? So, we now have a supply issue. Because we have so many troops here in this part of Poland, they are not really needed over here. So I will move my tanks away from here. I right click on the delete order. Now you see that there are not 3 front lines but 2 front lines anymore, and that my tanks now have an exclamation mark. They have nothing to do. And I will send my tanks over here. And I will tell them to go like this. That should hopefully be better for the supply. Yeah, there we go. Now they are orange. So now we have enough supplies coming in. All the supplies are coming through this from this port to this one. Of course, when we attack Poland and we take this part, then it will take some time to replace the railways. They simulate that in the game as well. And then after a month or something, the supply hubs are going to be for our use. And then we don't need this sea connection anymore. But for now we do. Now we have 3 naval dockyards, so that's good. We are building more of those. Let's get all these heavy ships built. Then we need to do this, and when this is full, we have to make a couple more screen ships, I think. How much am I gonna make? 1, 4... I'm gonna make 14 more. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... Okay. I think that's enough. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be enough. And these ones will be finished at some point as well, and then we are just gonna make some more screen ships. Because remember, we need around 4:1 ratio. So when we have 10 heavy ships, we want to have around 40 screen ships. Now most likely it's gonna be less. And then luckily with some bonuses, we will still be able to have fully screened protection. Italy took Albania. That is also something that happens. Also historically, I think. And there we go. We have completed the fate of Czechoslovakia. The end of the Czechoslovakia is at hand, and our forces are marching into Prague. With the surrender of the Czechoslovakian military, we have liberated everything. We can set up Slovakia as a puppet state. We will partition it between us and Hungary. Or all of Czechoslovakia belongs to the Reich. I will do that one. Let's take a look at our Mevo bills. So right now we have 57% Mevo bills. And we are going to use the gold of Czechoslovakia to reduce this. Let's unpause. And it is back to 42%. Okay, so we can hold on a couple more months longer before we are having some problems. Thanks for the gold, Czechoslovakia. The question of Kingdom of Yugoslavia, I always put the pressure on them. And now Germany looks like this. Yes. I will press my Alt button on the keyboard. What is this thing? One moment. We have a very weird front line there. Let's remove it. And now apparently... You guys... That was weird. Okay, let's do this army again. Right click. Front line. Poland. So they're now going to Poland. And I will drag the other ones with Alt to the end of the border here. And this one with Alt as well. And all my troops can spread around Poland. The downside of this is that there is no supply over here, I think. Well, there is a supply up here, so... But maybe over here in these towns. I think these are now called German. The German names of the towns. We might not have enough supplies over there. But let's find out. Now, we have to do another focus. What are we going to do next? What will be a good thing to do? We can also do the anti-Comintern pact. To protect... protect Estonia, Latvia, Poland and other people against the Soviet Union. We can do here, form the Rome-Berlin axis. And then we can invite Italy into our faction. So that is something we can do. We can give Slovakia and then get Danzig and prevent World War II. That is a thing you can do. We will do this one. No. What do we have here? Oh yeah, we can still expand the Autobahn to Austria and get some infrastructure there and a railway for supplies. Let's do that. It's only 35 days. Free civilian factories. I love to see that. Now, I think these naval dockyards will be enough for a while. So let's just go and develop northern Germany. So infrastructure. And then we're gonna build some more military factories. And a couple more naval bases, I think, like this. There we go. Yeah. Okay, we have our Tier 2 artillery. It's all highlighting here, but you can just go to your artillery you're already making and we can switch this for the artillery 2. The artillery 2 is better, it does more damage, but it is also more expensive. So it will take a while to replace all the artillery 1 for artillery 2. And we have a research slot available. It is still 1939. Is there anything that we absolutely need to do? Yes, we need to get the better engineer. We can make all our engineer stuff that we are using better, and we are using it for everything. We need to get our logistic level 2, so we use less fuel and supplies. We still need to get the super heavy railway gun, which we never made. Oh man. We can make our anti-air gun better. We can get better guns. Planes are still fine. Let's just get all the things here. Let's get the improved rubber processing. Because maybe we can stop trading for rubber. I think we are still trading with it. Yeah. So now we are getting some small problems with the tungsten and the chromium. You use tungsten and chromium for your capital ships, I think. Well, the capital ships, the big ships, the carriers and the battleships, they use a lot of chromium. And the artillery that we just upgraded is using more tungsten compared to level 1. So that is why we have these small problems. Also the armored support vehicles are using it. Okay. Now I think there was one last thing we need to do, and that is to put my medium tanks that we are slowly producing into the template of our tanks. So let's go to the Panzer division. And let's just add one of our medium tanks in, like this. How much do I need for this? So we need 550 medium tanks to do this change. What I also can do is replace one of our light tanks for a medium tank. Because then we have to use less light tanks. But we already have light tanks in storage, I think. Yeah, so that is not really helpful. What we should do is maybe add more light tanks, because we have them still around. Then add one medium tank. And add two more trucks. There. Boom. It will take a very long time for these medium tanks to be ready. It is what it is. Okay, another MIO point for the Junkers. The Junkers are the close air support MIO. So we want to do ground attack with them. Or we get production bonuses. Yes, please. First things first, more production. How much trucks do I have in the stockpiles? Oh, I only have 1,000. That is not enough, I think. You can quickly check this by clicking on your field marshal and select mobilization to the highest priority for both. Now all my troops are using the highest mobilization, and then we can see how much we need when you hover over here. Yeah, we need 1920 trucks to get this higher mobilization stuff ready. We do have the trade, but we do not have the trucks. So I will turn this off again. Otherwise we're gonna lose them to attrition. So go back to the horse for both field marshals. And we have to make some more trucks then. Go to 5 factories. And we should do that right now. But we don't have enough military factories. Let's do it like this. And put this back on again. And then the medium tank. So now we have selected, now the factories go over here and we make a little bit more. You can also do raids in this game. You can click on We can raid the naval facility in Sussex. We can use one of our tactical bombers to do this. We can select where they have to come from. Well, Rhineland. We have a 44% chance to succeed. And then you can bomb the enemy facilities if you want. I'm not doing it, it's too micro-y. But you can. That is also in the game. That is also in the game. I just reselected the training button because some of them got some reinforcement, so they need training for their new equipment. Do we have the supplies over here? Yeah, see, the supplies over here are low, but they're also not going there, so that's good. Italy pursues closer bonds with Germany. And we get a joint faction from Italy. Italy wants to join the Axis. I will accept this. We can make use of their navy, and now they are also helping us against the French. Very nice. Ah, and my volunteers that were in Ethiopia and in Italy are now coming back home, apparently. Is the war over? No. I don't understand this at all. This war thing. Hey, we have completed the super heavy howitzer. Special project completed. What did we just create, guys? We now have our super heavy howitzer. And this thing is crazy. Yes, we can... No, we cannot create a variant. So this is something we can put over here. There. The super heavy artillery. And you will see the soft attack going up like crazy. But now the question is it better than a normal artillery? Can I also put it in here? No. Over here? No. So we can replace our normal artillery, which is doing soft attack, for a super heavy artillery. But the question is, do we want to make this? Because right now, artillery... Can I see it over here? The production cost of one improved artillery is 4 production. You can see it in the middle of the list. 4. So it costs 4 production to get 31 soft attack. The super heavy howitzer is costing 43 production for 35 soft attack. It also does extra collateral damage, which is helping. But this is so expensive that I'm not gonna make it. You can do it in your own run and replace, maybe for some of the units, what you can do is maybe you tell, hey, the Space Marines are gonna use the howitzer, for example, and my normal attacking units are not gonna use it. But yeah, you have to produce it, and we don't have the military capacity right now, because we still need to make our tanks, so I am not gonna make it. But you can. We just completed that special project. And yeah, we have no other land warfare things to do. Now, we have expanded the Rijksautobahn south. So we have now expanded the Autobahn in this region. Adding some railways and some more supply ups over here. Or railways. And now we have to click another focus. We can also get more of Slovenia for free, but it takes 70 days and it is only Slovenia. Can we get an alliance with Spain? But they are still recovering from the civil war, which takes a very long time. You guys are doing these things. Let's get the Bunawerke. We get another synthetic refinery in Sachsen. And we get +2 rubber. We will increase our Mevo bills though. Ooh. This is also really good because we get screening efficiency, so we need less screen ships to screen our capital ships, which is becoming a small problem for us. So maybe we should click that one. Do we want to expand the Luftwaffe? We get some air bases, we get a raid we can do. And then what? We can form the Jagdwaffe. Next generation. We get a fighter variant, we don't need those. The Fallschirmjäger. Not really needed. This one gives a military factory. Meh. Africa Corps. Erwin Rommel is getting Desert Fox. No, I don't think I want those. No. No, I don't need those. We cannot do this one because we don't control Poland yet completely. When I do, we can click that option. We can still do the trade deal. Let's just get the extra synthetic refinery. We're going to go to war at the end of 1939, I think. Our MIFO bills are getting out of hand, guys. We have to go to war as an excuse that we don't have to pay back our bills. Welcome to the world. It's still happening this day. Now, my troops are arriving back at Germany. These are the volunteers that were in Italy. Apparently they are now coming back. Now they are listed over here. The two Panzer divisions, we will put them to the Panzer army. Right click it. And then they can start training up like the other ones. Nice, we have finally completed the radar special project. Which means we can now start building radars. Radar allows you to gain intel on enemy troops in nearby states. A higher radar level increases the effective range of the radar. Radar also provides a state with better detection of enemy air forces, giving pure planes a better chance to engage them. In addition, radar increases the detection of enemy fleets at sea. So we want those radars here, here, and there, and there, and there, and there. But we have an idea about what is happening around us. I've also built one here and in the middle of the country there. But these are going to be built with my civilian factories, so we have to wait. But finally we can build radars. Can we do another special project with my air? No. No, we need 2 points for the helicopter, and the other ones we don't know anything about yet. The V1 and V2 projects are also in this list, so if you're interested in those things, you can do that in this game. Now, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. Thanks for watching. Hope you're still enjoying this. We are reaching the point, guys, because we have to go to war soon. The MIFO bills are getting out of hand. We are at 45%. And at some point, we just have to go to war. And we will. We are going to attack Poland. Poland is now guaranteed by the United Kingdom. So if we attack Poland, then the World War II starts. And we do that by focus. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. And if you want to support me, once again, guys, thanks for all the Patreons and the YouTube members for your support. If you're interested, you can find the link now in the video and also in the description. You can find the YouTube members page and the Patreon lists as well. You can see all the bonuses you get when you become one of them. For now, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.